Hey, attention crypto gossipators, things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.
Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So I'm making this video as kind of an alert, as a last statement that needs to be made, and this is very important because all of you are looking to buy at certain prices, sell at certain prices. The number, the figure is very, very important. It's crucial. It plays an important part in your strategy. So I was talking to some people and they said, hey, we are thinking that perhaps Bone could drop below 0.5 and we're going to be loading up. So they said to me, hey, we want to load up, but we want to load up at 0.5 and lower. But they didn't really have a good understanding of what is going on in regards to Bone. So they're just like, hey, but it looks like, on the charts, it sometimes goes down, goes up. They looked at the 1 year chart. They're like, oh, look, but it did go down and it went up. And isn't that how it's supposed to go? So these are, the more of a technical type of people, technical analysis. I'm like, guys, hold on a sec. Have you been watching the fundamental analysis? Have you been looking at what is going on? It's not exactly, where you think it is. And it is far right now. We're too far for it to drop below 0.5. We're too far for it to even drop below 0.6. Okay? So this is a very important thing that you need to consider, that these are the cheapest prices. Yes, it could go down a few cents, but I don't think it's going to literally half its price at this point. Why? You're probably thinking, well, why? It's been always going up and then down, and it just keeps on doing the same trend. The reason for that is because Shibarium is pretty much, weeks away from release. We've got the world papers coming out. We've got big announcements made by, the big names within the Shiba ecosystem. So everyone is talking about it. Everybody's making announcements. This is not the time to really be gambling and waiting for your big purchases, because otherwise you're going to miss out. It's like back in the days when Bone was at 0.3 and people were telling me that they thought Bone was going to go down to 0.2 or 0.1, and that's where they were going to load up on Bone. Well, guess what happened? They completely missed out, because that never happened. It never went down. Okay, never went down to these levels, and they kind of, stayed there until Bone went all the way to $1, and they're like, oh, shoot. So what do I do now? Well, I guess I gotta load up because this is the cheapest price as of now. So guys, as I've said, we are in crucial moments. There is no joking around anymore. Bone is literally, very, very low. Yes, it could drop a few cents down, but would you really risk it if you really are interested in Bone, if you really want to load up? It is going to go up either way. You are going to make a profit out of it. But the question is, how much of a profit? And are you going to risk and procrastinate and wait for it to just go to a certain price, and if it doesn't go down? Yeah, I mean, it might not even go down to 0.7. So the logic here is that we are in urgent times. And anything is possible. That is very true. We could be at a 0.8, as I said, 0.7. But we got to be realistic about certain things. The fact that there's so much information coming out, the fact that, Bitcoin has been going up, all the, controversies are slowly dying down, cryptos are, making a slow recovery, in my opinion. And everything is planned out. I think we're literally on the final stage, the final touch. So if you want to make some final calls, final moves, then you should, really consider these last chances that you have. It won't be anything else. Is Bone important? Of course it's important. It's the gas token. It's gonna be used in every single transaction. It's cheap, it's fast, it's quick, efficient, decentralized. Everything that you can imagine, Bone is linked to Shibarium. So, at some point people were saying, well, why didn't we just call Bone the Shibarium token? That is a very good question. Why? Okay, I mean, I could speculate. I have a few ideas. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that even if it doesn't hold the name of the Shibarium token, it's called Bone, it's still seen as the Shibarium token, because if Shibarium performs well, Bone will go up. If Shibarium is crap, is useless, then Bone won't go up, because Bone will have no use. But with the way it stands right now, with how limited it is, with exchanges still haven't listed it, okay? Imagine when Binance listing happens, all this big stuff, social media hype jumps in, when all the influencers start covering it. Wow, crazy stuff, okay? And you know, a lot of people that were saying no, that were against it, are gonna be proven wrong for sure. We're going very far with this, and we're not stopping anywhere close. So don't even, you know, think about changing your mind here, thinking badly about it. It's all positive vibes from now on. Simple as that. So as we get also closer, I want you to be very, very, focused and concentrated with your plans of how you're planning out to get this thing going once Shibarium comes out. Are you selling everything out when Shibarium comes out? You're leaving a percentage, or you're not selling anything out, and then you're waiting, you know, for that post Shibarium era. So it would be interesting, you know, to get everything in place, to get everything as strategic as possible. Certain prices will be hit, certain criteria won't be met or will be met, and how you're going to react. Okay, don't want to see any of you getting emotional or panicking. Also, you know, if your plans are to load up at a certain price, then make it realistic. You know, I personally, if I was to load up and if I wanted a cheaper price than this, I'd go for 0.8. But 0.5, in my opinion, just sounds like, yes, there's always a chance of it going down. Don't get me wrong. I mean, 0.5 could happen, but it would only happen if certain things happen that were, you know, out of our control, things that we're not expecting. Imagine if there's a massive crackdown on cryptos, bang, 0.5. If there's a massive, I don't know, sell-off or something like that, you know, happening pre-Shibarium, it could go down. So these type of factors, but you know, if we concentrate on these factors, then nothing will ever be achieved. That's the point here, is that you gotta be realistic about certain things. And if you are just going in of, you know, some external, crazy, unpredicted situation, some miracle happening, then maybe investing isn't even worth it for you, because things like these, yes, they have happened, but no one knew about it. Okay? It's like many Bitcoin investors, when they went in nice and early, they didn't know. Many of them didn't know. Many, they just, you know, speculated. They believed it was going to go up, and they kind of thought it was going to work out that way. And guess what? It did work out their way. But if it went the other way, then they would be, you know, one of the losers, pretty much. Okay, they gained all the credit, but if it didn't go that way, then what? Okay. And nobody knows. That's the thing. It's so volatile. So it's better to just stick to the basic concepts. Okay, we got Shibarium coming out. We've got all the hype. We're weeks away. That's it. This is all you need to know. Okay, don't think about any other crazy things. And if you have some crazy plans to load up at certain crazy prices, then expect your emotions to be in place in case they never reach, okay, and in case you never ever see that price again. Okay, don't regret it because you created those type of expectations, which, you know, by some standards are not very realistic. Okay, so as of now, let me know if you have any plans to load up a bit more. Do you think 0.5 is still possible? Let me know down below, and don't forget to put that notifications bell on, turn it on, subscribe. Be an active member, like, share, all that good stuff really does matter. And a big thank you to everyone, you know, from my side. I really mean it. I really appreciate all the interest that you guys are showing. So guys, I will see you in my next video. Peace out.